G'day CJ. Just having a look at the beach here after the storm. The water's all calmed down. There's a lot of mess on the beach. Yeah, it is, but there's still a lot of... I'll give you a quick look, see, it's just me and you. There's a lot of rubbish on the beach. The tide's pushing it up. On Friday, you can see another log there. There's logs and branches all the way up the beach. Friday, another couple of days, and the beach cleaner will come and get it all. But down there, I think you can, yeah, you can just see it down there. That's a log, huge stump. It's the size of a car. Yesterday we had a whole heap of fish. We had, sea cucumbers. When it gets a bit lighter, we'll probably see some here on the beach. Sea cucumbers were washing up, and a lot of baby, like small fish, smaller than your thumb. They were all washed up. I don't know the amount of fresh. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to change it over from Wi-Fi to 4G. Like I was saying, down there's a log the size of a car. A little bit further down is see that log there? Stump. Hey Cheney, how are you? Shirley, thanks for coming. Tito. That's a log. Further down, just there, is a pontoon. Kia ora, Halfwit. Good to see you, brother. That's a pontoon down there. This homeless bum up here is sitting on another. He's claiming this pontoon here for his home, I guess. But no, there's logs and debris all over the beach. My kayak ramp survived though. You can still see debris in the water here. That's water lily. That's a water lily from a creek, from a river. Oh yeah, and that's the horizon. Dulcie, thanks for coming, brother. Yeah, so there's that pontoon way down there, like you tie the boat up to, pontoon. And there's another one. Oh, auto focus. There's another one way up the beach there. But as you can see, the tide line here, there's crap all over the beach. All logs. All the way up the beach. Tides were so high the other night, they've pushed all the freshwater lilies, like I was saying. You can see here, look, sea slugs, sea cucumbers. They're all washing up on the shore. But these water lilies, more cucumbers, that's just crossing the line. It's all the way along that line. But all the way along here is where the tide pushed all the lilies up to. There's more logs everywhere. It's all flushed out the river systems. We've had that much rain in southeast Queensland here that we've had widespread flooding inland, and of course all that inland water's got to get pushed out to the sea. Carmob, thanks for coming, brother. I saw that Pirelli review. Go check out Carmob's channels if you're into cars, fellas. Go check it out if you're not. Yeah, Carmob, we've just had a whole lot of rain here in the last week, I'd say. We've had so much that the rivers have been flooding and spewing out everything. And it's all washing up on the beach here. My mate over here is taking claim of the pontoon over here, floating pontoon. He's on drugs. There's another pontoon's washed up just on the other side of that drain up there. There's a stump that's come washed up on the beach that's the size of your car, Mob. Ashley, how are you? Out there is looking beautiful. Up here on the beach isn't so beautiful. We've got all sorts of crap washed up. And it's still coming. It hasn't finished yet. As we just saw a moment ago, some weeds still out there. When I say weeds, I'm talking creeks and freshwater river weeds. Excuse me. Right, these are water lilies. You don't find them in the ocean. Tide's washed up so far up the beach. This is all water lilies out of creeks and rivers. Trees and branches. All sorts of crap. We've had people like people in the community, just Joe Public coming through every day, picking up all the plastics and that out of the garbage. It's washed up. I mean, it's easy for all this stuff to wash back into the tides, but at the same time, you're not going to want the plastic washing back into it, so they pick the plastic out while it's here. That way my dinner doesn't choke. There you are, girls. Actually, that's a sea cucumber. He's washed up with all of his family. There's that much fresh water in the salt water that some of the fish are starving. Not starving, suffocating. Cat, good to see you, brother. There's some more shit washing up down here. Yeah, well, I guess there's one way of looking at it, Ash. And I mean, it's because that sea cucumber died, you got to see one. You might not have ever seen one if this one hadn't washed up on the beach. But yeah, baby fish, everything, that sort of sea life is washing up on the beach. Whatever that one is. The size of that stump. That's where we're headed. I couldn't believe it. Yesterday I walking along the front, the tide line at the bottom here. Walking along the tide line at the bottom, I found that many dead fish. That there. Okay, girls and boys, that there's a deadly stonefish. That's the infamous stonefish, and you'll see there along his fins, those spikes. And if I can flip him over somehow without getting jabbed. Let's show you the rest of the thing. Give me a second. I don't want to touch the fucking thing. It's not poisonous to touch. It's poisonous to be jabbed. That there's a stonefish. Deadly. You get shot at. If you tread on one of these and don't seek medical advice immediately, it'll kill you. It'll kill you. Right there along the line of its back, the dorsal fin, is a line of spikes, and he'll sit amongst the rocks. He'll sit amongst the rocks out there on the reef, and that's his defense mechanism. Wow, that's not good to be left on the beach here when people are about to come out and start walking along the beach. I don't want to just leave that there. But as I was saying, fish have been washing up on the beach. That'll still kill you. You get spiked by that, that'll still kill you. It's an ugly fish too. Just give me a second while I find out something to do with this thing. Alright. Stonefish. Here along is, it's got little barbs on the end of that. I don't know if you can see them too well. They'll inject the poison, and all the way along the back. See that one there sticking out like a needle? All the way along his back. Step on that. Good night. Stonefish. No, it's not a puffer fish, Ash. Look at the shit along the tide lines washing. All this crap, as it's getting lighter, you can start seeing it a bit better. The whole length of the beach, though, underneath that boardwalk, has been those weeds from the creeks and rivers. In good conscience, so I can't just leave that there. That would still be deadly. All that poison and that'd still be all fresh in there. Look how ugly that thing is. Stonefish. He just hides in the hides in amongst the rocks. You see the size of that mouth there. He just gulps down all the food, just sucks it in. I won't be giving this one mouth to mouth, Ashley. So I leave a warning to others. That tide's coming in. Pugsy. You just say it's Pugsy, we got a deadly fish just washed up on the beach. Because of all this storm and bad weather we've been having, it's washing everything up. I've got to try and figure out something to pick that thing up with. Chuck it in the bin. My June survived it all though. That's the main thing. That's the non-battery operated version, ladies. That's the sea cucumber. Yeah, everyone. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Minister. So they're just washing up. Sea cucumbers. As well as the sea cucumbers, I don't see any at the moment. There's been a lot of all the smaller fish also. Got a driftwood. Ford valve. What's that? Then a cat for Ford. Yeah, car mob. There's a Ford badge for you. Yeah, everybody in chat, thanks for coming along. We're just checking out the debris after the storm. While we're waiting for the sun to come up. Gorgeous morning, not a cloud in the sky. Is that the transom off a boat? Another sea cucumber. Everywhere. All come off the reef. Is that the transom off a boat? It's not a door, there's a definite curve on it. This thing is huge. Someone's written something in the sand. What's this? Nice handwriting too. Make today your day. Oop. There's the water lilies. They're out of the creeks. This thing's about the size of a car. Now I'm holding this camera at chest height. This thing is huge. This thing rolled up a couple of days ago. Anyone want to count the rings? Thanks for coming, Strong Minds. Good to see you. Just had most of the week of bad weather, and all the river systems have been flushed out. It's all rolling up on the beaches now. Including, and we're going to have a look at it now, this rolled up a couple of days ago. Pontoon. There's a boat ramp there behind it going into the water, but pontoon, tie your boat up. There's one here and another one down the other end of the beach. What's this one? There's another. Is this another stonefish? That's a big stonefish. That's a big one, that is. He's got a bloated belly, but that is a deadly fish. Give you some indicator. That is size 8. They're all different all over the world, aren't they? The sizes. Look, all this here, sea cucumbers. That's ready to pop. All the way along those fins there, all the way along his dorsal there. All the way along that fin there's all the spikes. All the way along that fin. He just camouflages himself in the rocks. But that's a deadly fish there. And all that green weed, all that's from out of the river systems. These are just stormwater drains. Water out of the gutter. Little coral's been ripped off the reef. Whatever sort of fish that is. Damn, that's an ugly fish. Council's come and tied it off so it doesn't float off in the tides. This is upside down, so the bottom along there is the top. That rail, aluminium rail, is the deck. There's the carpet that's on the deck, and this is the belly of it. It sits in the water. These big rings there with the rollers is what hangs onto the posts at each end, those big posts in the water, pylons. You'll have a little gangway from the land or from your property to the pontoon, and then those rails float up and down the pylons. But yeah, that's a friend of mine in the canals. He's has got fish bait holders and things like that in the deck. This one doesn't appear to have any. That's a big pontoon, and there's another one further down the beach apparently. We won't be going to see. Yeah, so this is how high the water came up. Might watch the sunrise from here today. A giant squid bugs. A giant squid bugs. Let me just level this bubble, as QT would say. Rest in peace, goat boy. I miss that guy. No turtles at all, which is a good sign, Ashley. I certainly will not be giving those stonefish mouth to mouth. Ducky, I haven't got to you with a jacket yet. I'm just scrolling through chat. Val, you've got a jacket. You can drop your link down. Ducky, you've got a jacket, so you can drop your link down. Here it comes. Just over the top of that buoy. Good to see you, Shirley. Thank you for coming. Drop your links, everyone. Clown, good to see you. Press 1 for Clown. Prince TV. Note to self, do not do sunrise from boat ramp again. Jojo, thanks for coming. You just made it. Here it comes. There comes that first beam of light. Straight across the water. You're just in time, Jojo. They're clouds. They're clouds, Pugs. It is quite low tide, Ducky. I don't know where you grew up, Pugs, but there's no mountains out at sea where I'm from. To the right there is an island, sand dunes. Maybe that's what you meant. I'll give you a tour in a moment of my horizon, Shirley. It is indeed. Okay, let's go have a look around. Jojo plays the ukulele, Pugs, which is very good. You should check out her channel. Everybody drop your links down, share your content. Okay, for those of you just joining us who are new to the channel, this is Moreton Bay. And out here is Moreton Island. Where is it? There it is. There's the start of it out there on the horizon. The closest point of Moreton there is 28 kilometres away. This is Moreton Island. This is Moreton Bay. In between me and Moreton Island is Moreton Bay. That's clouds just above the top of it there, but that's still going down. That's where it ends, just there. And then over this side here, hey, we have in the background, where is it? Stradbroke Island. And then over here we have the Port of Brisbane. And not long after those train stops we've got the Brisbane Airport, domestic and international. And then there's another large body of water behind here. Another large body of water there. And we have Scott's Point down here. The cliffs. And cleaning up after the deluge of... we've had widespread flooding in the southeast corner of the state, and of course all of that's coming out of the Caboolture River to the north, out to sea. All of their crap. It's flushed out all the river systems, out of the North Pine rivers, down this next body of water, and over where the port of Brisbane is, of course, our capital city, Brisbane, and the Brisbane River has all flushed out to sea. So everybody here, we're all copping it along the beach. There's some interesting things that wash up. So the council have come down. I asked the council, a funny side point, that the council says if it's on the beach, it's their concern. If it's out at sea, it's maritime safety concern. So I was talking to the council yesterday, and they were tossing up whether to let the tide wash it back out to sea, so they don't have to deal with it. Anyway, local joke. Yeah, so they're getting all sorts of crap. You can see all the seagulls along that tide line. The seagulls, they're just picking all the fish and all everything else out of there. That tide's certainly coming in. Makes it hard to find any gemstones, all this crap on the beach. All the corals washing up because of all the turbulence on the reef. All the plastics are washing up. It looks like a flounder. A sole. Whatever fish that is. All these sea cucumbers. All washing up on the beach. Flies certainly love this thing. For those who just came on, and after I'd passed this point, there's a stonefish. This will kill you. It's a deadly fish. And the size of it too is a bloody big one. Tree stump washing up. Oh, Like that is another fish. So many sea cucumbers. I don't know if there's any left in the water. This thing here, I'm holding the camera at chest height. That is one hell of a... What have we got? They're about 4 metres. Got 2 metres wide. It's the size of a car. Some lovely handwriting here. I don't know who this is. I'd like to meet this person. Make today your day. Isn't that an inspirational saying? Wowww Glocks, thanks for coming, brother. See you later, Naughty. Thanks for coming. Shani, make sure you've got the different, both of them, Pugface Media and Pugface Music. Make sure that you got both. Thanks, Wanda. This is what I do here. This is what I do with stuff. I'll take that off the beach. And if there's not a bin just here, I'll put it up. I'll put it on there. So I've done my part of cleaning the beach, and then one of the walkers that are walking along the beach here, they'll stop and pick it up. Hello, by the way. They'll stop and pick it up, take it down to the next bin and put it in the bin. Community effort. It's not like they'd walk off they see a bit of rubbish on the beach, a bit of plastic on the beach. It's not like they're going to walk and come down on the beach and pick it up themselves, put it in the bin. So me walking along the beach, and it doesn't belong in the sea either. So I put it on the walking path. There's a big depression here where they had that much drain water coming out off the street in the rain. There'll be no rain today. Stonefish, you can see the spines there on the back, the bottom of the screen. This is the one I got earlier. Hey you, flock of seagulls. Who can name that quote? Hey you, flock of seagulls. What movie is that out of? Some more debris. Wash it up. All that green weed there, that's all out of the river systems. Water lilies. Beach cleaners will come and get it. Wanda. On Fridays the beach cleaner comes along, tide permitting. But normally it might be some seaweed or litter. But after the storms he's got his jobs cut out for him and he'll do it at the lower tide. So he's got room to get the machine in. But he'll have his job cut out for him with all these logs and all this debris on the beach. All the green matter, all the weeds and that's no drama for him. But it's a backhoe attachment on the front, so he'll use the bucket and pick all this stuff up. Another ugly looking fish the seagulls have been at. Whatever that is, that's not a stonefish. Stinks though. Excuse me. That's the main thing. My kayak ramp survived. Right, been washed out from it though. A lot's been washed out. You can see the big mound around it here. That used to be it. When the beach cleaner comes and cleans the beach, I'll get him to drop a couple of buckets of sand there. Hopefully with all the logs and that buried in it, helps keep it together. find one of the logs in it though, I'd have to pick up all the logs off the beach and drag them over to it. What do we got here? Here's a random bloody writer. Be the best you peace. I think that was the guy sitting on this thing earlier. Part of a pontoon. We just found out who the mystery sand rider is. Paulie Glocks, are you still there? Yeah, bull sharks. Bull sharks, they'll swim in mud. The salt content doesn't have to be real high at all. We get them swimming right up the rivers. The crab didn't make it. That's actually not a crab. That looks like the shell of an Orton Bay bug. Ah, thank you. We're all doing our part. I said we're all doing our part. Yeah. Look at this, washed up. There's a mantis shrimp. I've seen YouTube videos of these things. I don't know if anybody in chat's seen these before. A mantis shrimp. There's the mantis. Part of its name. So we're getting all sorts of things washing up. A, from the turbulence in the water. B, from the freshwater content in the water. Hello there. We're getting all the sea cucumbers washing up everywhere. just brought. Yeah, it all happens here, Val. But there's a scale for you. Nobody's given me the name of the view from that quote yet. Hey you, flock seagulls. Well, I wanted a bit of exercise. I can clean this beach. Put all these logs in that ramp. And Friday comes. And the beach cleaner drops some sand over the top of it. Oh, this all river weed. So much crap on the beach, I wouldn't be able to see a gemstone if there was one sitting here. Righteous, righteous. Pulp Fiction, Paulie Glocks, you got it. That's why you're the super mod, mate. Did you Google it though? An interesting log here. This one, wherever it was, it's been dislodged from. You can see it's full of dirt. It's old and it's got roots growing from it. So that's been on a river bank, creek bank. It's down this strip of beach, part of the beach here yesterday, that I come across a whole heap of little dead fish, little baby fish. They look like cod. If you're in America, groupers, gropers. I will have to end up soon, people. I've just had a look at my battery. So Friday, yeah, a couple of days time, let all the what's going to wash up, and then beach cleaner comes through. Still washing up. A fish, looks like I've eaten on the way in. Well, that didn't come out of the sea. Another stonefish. Bit of quartz. Really yucky quartz. All of these gazebos along here, they all have showers on them, cold water shower, rinse off after the sea. Close there. Every second one has free gas barbecues. I'll walk along the tide line here. I can see more caterpillars. slugs, sea caterpillars, sea cucumbers, sea whatever you want them to be. And fish, all sorts of fish. Plenty of debris. Plenty of the sea cucumbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just there. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A rat. A dead bloke's rat. Another fish that's been eaten. Sea cucumbers. Everything's washing up on the beach. Fish just see. This is. All this plastic though, people, when you drop it in the street, it ends up on the beach. I don't know where you like to do your holidays at, but I don't think it's the rubbish dump. So you get back, when you come and visit the beach, the shit you throw down in your streets. Look at these guys down here on the bikes. They picked up that pontoon. He's claiming it as his. Look, he's put his bicycle on it. He's going out to sea. These guys. Actually interesting to see what sort of bicycles these guys got. My stolen fucking bikes. Don't do drugs, boys and girls. What are you guys going to do with this?
Fucking played the fucking Morton Island on it.
There's all sorts of shit fucking floating up here. Take that big pontoon down there.
Yeah.
Take that one, just drop a motor on the back of it.
Yeah, hey.
Have a good one, fellas.
Yeah, mate.
Meth mouth, motherfucker. And that's about all I've got to say about that today. Well, that's about it for this morning. The sun has risen, it's done its job. I showed you all about it. I've done my job. And if you all enjoyed it, you've done your job. Alright everyone, I'm going to wrap it up now. So I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you've dropped down all those links, copied them all down. There's some good content, great live streams. And I'll see you all tomorrow at sunrise.